Primary 6, Lesson 5, Adjectives about things. All teaching videos and files are to be used only by students of our school. To avoid possible copyright infringement, these materials must not be forwarded to third parties. Thank you for your attention. To prepare for lessons, please adjust to the suitable volume, prepare stationery and worksheet. You can also pause the video when necessary and resume the video after finish the assigned exercises. 同學仔啊，我哋今日講下啲形容物件嘅形容詞，佢哋分別分為幾種嘅。第一種係質量形容詞 （qualitative adjectives），佢用於説明人啦、事或者物嘅大細、性格、情緒、年齡等等，可以分為原級、比較級同埋最高級。可以用於表示程度嘅副詞，譬如 very、fairly、really 等等後面。仲有顏色形容詞 （colour adjectives）。指明人事或者物嘅顏色啦，譬如 blue、purple 等等，佢係唔可以分為原級、比較級同最高級嘅。如果你要表示個程度，可以喺形容詞前面加上一啲其他嘅形容詞，譬如 dark 即係解好深色啦 ，deep 都係深色嘅意思 ，pale 就淺色 ，bright 就係好光亮嘅意思啦。仲可以分為 classifying adjectives 分類形容詞，指出同類嘅人事或者物嘅性質同特點。描述佢哋嘅材料啦，譬如佢係 wooden 嘅，即係佢係由木組成來源。譬如佢喺邊度嚟啦、形狀等等。佢係冇程度之分嘅，一般就唔可以用於表示程度嘅副詞後面。當我哋使用兩個或者以上嘅形容詞去修飾名詞嘅時候，一般會將質量形容詞擺喺最前，之後係顏色形容詞，最後係分類形容詞。譬如 I bought a long grey plastic brush， 呢度個 long 就係質量形容詞，解佢好長啦。grey 灰色好明顯就係顏色形容詞。plastic 係形容緊佢係由塑膠組成嘅，所以係一個分類形容詞嚟嘅。咁所以我哋如果將呢三個形容詞一齊用嘅時候，我哋一般會用呢個次序，而唔會係譬如 I bought a plastic grey long brush 咁樣嘅。有少數嘅分類形容詞咧，只能夠擺喺名詞之前，譬如 outdoor、indoor、existing、east、west 等等。所以我哋唔會講話 watching movie is an activity indoor， 應該話 watching movie is an indoor activity， 因為我哋呢個 indoor 要擺喺呢個名詞 activity 之前。亦都有少量嘅質量形容詞係只能夠擺喺係動詞 linking verbs 之後，而唔可以擺喺名詞之前。譬如 glad、sorry、sure、ill、alone、asleep、alike、afraid 等等。咁係動詞咧，最 common 最常見嘅咧就係 is、am、are 啦、feel 啦呢啲等等。The alone boy was at home 呢句係錯嘅，因為我哋呢個 alone 要擺喺我哋嘅係動詞 was 之後。The boy was at home alone. Let's do exercise A. Read the hints in the brackets and extend the sentences with the given words. We'll check the answers after some time. Let's go through the answers. I bought a vase. The brackets here let you know that we want to find an answer that describes its origin. That means where the vase is made from. And the answer is Egyptian. Note that we need to use the article an instead of a because the e for Egyptian is a vowel. That means the vase was made in Egypt. Note that China here is wrong because here China is not referring to the country because it is not capitalized. The plates are pretty but expensive. Material. The adjective we should use here is China. As we've mentioned before, China here is not referring to the country but a material similar to clay. The China plates are pretty but expensive. David was wearing a hat. Shape. David was wearing a pointy hat. Number 4, if this technology is a success, it will create unlimited business opportunities. That means it will create a lot of business opportunities. We're talking about the age of the technology. So the adjective we can use is cutting edge. That means it is the most modern technology. If this cutting-edge technology is a success, it will create unlimited business opportunities. Note that we use first conditional here because we're talking about something that is real and possible. And for first conditional, we use present tense for the if clause and future tense for the main clause. Number 5, the package was too large to be placed in the box. We're talking about the size of the package. The bulky. Bulky means too big and take up a lot of space. That means the package was too big to be put inside the box. The bulky package was too large to be placed in a box. The river was covered in a layer of ice. Here we are talking about the texture. We can use brittle to describe ice. That means the ice can be easily broken. The river was covered in a brittle layer of ice. Let's move on to exercise B. Fill in the blanks with the given adjectives. Let's go through the answers. Number 1, her voice was soft and velvety. Velvety means soft like velvet, and velvet is a cloth made from silk or cotton with a very smooth and soft surface. Other than the meaning of soft, velvety can also mean pleasant. So if you describe someone's voice as velvety, it means that she has a beautiful voice. The grass is still from yesterday's rain. It's still damp from yesterday's rain. That means it's still wet. The fragrant smell of flowers makes her happy and relaxed. If you want to use other adjectives, you can say the pleasant smell of flowers makes her happy and relaxed. He doesn't like his ginger hair, so he dyes it back. I'm sure most of you know that ginger can refer to a plant that is used in cooking. However, it can also mean a red or orange-brown color. So here we're describing his hair that has a ginger, that means it has an orange-brown color. I was warm and toasty under the new blanket. Toasty means comfortably warm. No wonder this tourist attraction has so many visitors. The view is spectacular. If a view is spectacular, that means it is very exciting to look at. The farmer is very happy because his harvest is abundant. That means he has more than enough harvest. His house looks very festive with its colored lights and Christmas tree. Festive means producing a happy and enjoying feeling suitable for a festival or other special occasions. So here it means his house produce a enjoying feeling suitable for Christmas. Number 9, he lives in an enormous house. That means a very big house. There's no doubt that he's very rich. I felt uncomfortable after the long and bumpy ride. Bumpy ride, that means the ride is not smooth. However, other than its literal meaning, it also carries a figurative meaning. So for example, if you say something has a bumpy ride, it can mean that it experienced lots of problem. So an example of it is, despite a bumpy first year, a lot of students were engaged in productive work. That means despite a difficult year, a lot of students had produced productive work. Number 11, I feel a bit, so I put on a coat. I feel a bit chilly. That means I feel a bit cold. Let's move on to exercise C. Extend underlined nouns by adding the given adjectives in the correct order. Let's go through the answers. Number 1, she has some paintings. She has some old Chinese paintings. Old here is describing the age of the painting and is a qualitative adjective, while Chinese is describing the origin of the painting and is a classifying adjective. We put qualitative adjective in front of classifying adjectives. Note that we do not need to add comma here between old and Chinese because there's a noun after it. Number 2, I bought a dress. I bought a yellow silk dress. Yellow is obviously a color adjective, and we put color adjective in front of a classifying adjective, which is silk. Silk is a kind of material. Number 3, my father wore a pair of shoes to the wedding. My father wore a pair of brown leather shoes to the wedding. This is similar to question 2. Brown here is the color adjective, while leather is the classifying adjective. Number 4, they have just moved into a house. They have just moved into a big modern house. Big here is describing the size and is a qualitative adjective, while modern is a classifying adjective. Iris ties her hair with a shiny purple ribbon. I need a new electronic dictionary. This is the end of today's lesson. I hope you find it useful. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.